May all beings be happy. May peace and loving kindness spread through every heart. Blessings to all.
While we wait for our Athens city's mayor, let us do the blessing to all of you first. Can we? Let us put our hands together and we can close our eyes or you can open, but please be mindful and just follow along. Just listen to it to receive the energy of it. Okay? Salasang sasenang sabandung narintang muritawano bhavo sadharakato ti Palitawara metang sameta vadanta vikita jita vritang padantu Samanta jagavale sutra khasantu thevatan Sadhamang murilasa sasananto sakamo khatang Sage game jarope krisi khalata te jandale ke vimane Tibila te jakhame taruna kahane ke ang urumikete Umma jayantu deva saladhara vismeyakha khantappana khan Pitanta sandike nyang muniwara wajarang sadho me sunantu Dhammazavana galo nyam badanta Dhammazavana galo nyam badantan Dhammazavana galo anyam badantan What are you doing? And I stopped to question myself. I didn't do anything, I'm eating. Why does he keep asking me this question? And I look around and I start to scan from the top of my head down to the bottom of the feet. And I see this. And I said, oh, okay, here we are. That's you. And then from there, I point at my feet, this, he said, yes. And then from there, I made a vow for myself. I said, from today until the end of my life, I will never repeat this again. I will have to chant this. I will get rid of this bad habit. So every time when I sit down, I put my hand on my knee. I grab it really hard. And I tell myself, my head, that don't do it, okay? Don't do it. Sawakhato bhagavata dhammon dhammang namasami supatipanno bhagavato sawaka sangho sanghang namami Namo tassa bhagavato arahato summa sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato summa sambuddhassa Namo tassa bhagavato arahato summa sambuddhassa Buddhang saranang gacchami dhammang saranang sanghang saranang gacchami tutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami
มิทุติยามสารนังกัจฉามิทุติยามปิสังฆังสารนังกัจฉามิตติยามปิพุทธังกัจฉามิตติยามปิธัมมังสารนังกัจฉามิตติยามปิสังฆังกัจฉามิอิติปิโสภะคะวะอะระหังสัมมาสัมพุทโธวิชชาโนสุขโดโลกวิโทอนุตตรปุริสธรรมสารทันเทวมโนสานังพุทโธภะคะวะติสวะคาโตธัมโมสันติติโกหะกาลิโกเอหิปัสสิโกนิโกปัจจตังเวสิตาโพวินโยหิติสุปฏิปันโนกสังโฆโอสุปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆยะปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆมิจิปฏิปันโนภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆยติทังจัตตาลิปุริสายุคานปุริสาปุคลาเอสะภะคะวะโตสาวกสังโฆอาหุเนยโยปาหุเนยโยอัญจลิการณิโยอนุตตรังปุญญเกตโลกัสสติภวตุสัพพมังคลังลาคันตุสัพพเทวตาอนุภาเวนัสสัทธาโสทิภวันตุเตภวตุสัพพมังคลังลาคันตุสัพวตาสัพพธัมมานุภาเวนัสสัทธาโสทิภวันตุเตปมังคลังลาคันตุสัพพเทวตาสัพพสังฆานุภาเวนัสสัทธาโสทิภวันตุเตสัพเพสัตตาอเวลาหุตุสัตตาอภยาปัจจาหุตุสัพเพสัตตาอนิฆาหุตุสัตตาสุขีอัตตนังปริหารันตุสุขีสุขี That was our praying and blessing in the Pali Roman language. That is what we do in every day when we come to rest. When we come to before we leave, we also do that. And so we bless all the beings and all the people around, and bless the owner or the place where we be able to take rest. That is what our daily routine. Pay gratitude. And so this is our 68 days. 68 days from Fort Worth, Texas. It's a long journey, isn't it? It is a very long journey. And we have been I have a pen, right? A stick with me. And while we walk, we also have 2 sticks with him. He's the one who walks with 2 sticks and then just keep looking down and walk. Doesn't care about anything else. Sometimes he walks out on the road. He's 68. And he's from France. He's not in the United States. And he came to walk with us, to train himself and also to support. And most venerable monk sit next to me on my right. He is the most senior in our group. He is 70. And he been in the monkhood for 50 years already.
Wow.
So he been eating temple's rice for 50 years. And with these 68 days, he also eats some of your food as well. And drinks a lot of water from you, and snacks and fruits. We walk here until this day. So let me stand up so the back can see. With no harms, no weapon, just my stick and our foot. 3 of us barefooted.
Wow.
And I don't know if some of you probably follow us from the beginning. You saw all the bleedings and all the skin peeled off, all the blisters and everything under our feet. You saw that. And lately we start, our media team, I ordered them to stop posting those because it's not nice to show people our feet. Even though it's really, really bad. And it doesn't smell good either. Because we've been walking too long and we step on so many things. Okay? Sometimes we come to the rest place, I smell something, but I couldn't find it, where it's from. And obviously, it's down there. And so the more we walk, the more we found out that we have a lot of things to talk about. And some of that is really funny. And I have never thought that I have this ability to make people laugh. Before I ordained to become a monk, was an engineer at IT. In Fort Worth, Texas. I was like, I don't talk to anybody. Even my family members. I don't talk. I just do my things and that's it. And after I ordained to become a monk, there are so many complaining. How come that venerable monk is not talking and his face looked very serious every single time? And after hearing that so many times, and I start to question myself.
Would I want people to be surround me in peace? Or I want to push the people away? And then I started to change myself, open up to talk, smile more. Before I didn't even smile. That's serious. And then I start to talk, start to smile, and I start to teach meditation and then talk about what I learned and about my journey in India where I found Aloka. So many things to talk about. And then when we walk on this journey, I have learned a lot from all the people that I have met along the way. So many peaceful people. They just stood there and looked at us, either with a smile or in tears. And our venerable monks, we keep on walking and walking. And then when seeing all the love coming from the communities, we are overwhelmed with love. That shows us that love and kindness and compassion is really needed throughout this nation and the world. After traveling around many countries to do the charity work and disaster relief, I have my own foundation called Humbly Loving Kindness Foundation. I have seen so many sufferings around us, physically and mentally, mostly mentally. Being seen all that, I could not bear those feelings. And I keep asking, questioning myself as a Buddhist monk. Usually our tradition, Theravada, we are called Theravada originally from India. Okay? We practice for ourselves first. If we not gain any knowledge, any wisdom, whatever we teach is not truth. It's not good enough to teach. So that is why we always practice and study and learn to gain more knowledge and wisdom, to purify our mind first before we teach. We usually just stay at a temple. Sometimes we go to different places to teach. But that is just a small communities like me, Vietnamese. I talk in Vietnamese a lot. In Laos, we talk in Laos a lot. Thai, we talk in Thai a lot. So many other people, they couldn't understand what we are talking about. And I question myself, if we keep staying here at the temple to serve the small community like this, how about all the people surround us? In nowadays, so many sufferings. What can we do to help, to support? And so I came up with an idea that we can walk around this country, just hoping that one passing by us see us and pause and stop everything they do just for a moment, to look back within, to find just a moment of peace and happiness. Because seeing the Buddhist monk walking like this in United States, how many of you have seen this before? Never. I have heard and I have encountered so many people saying that I have lived in this earth for 70 years. This is my first time in my entire life seeing something like this. That touched my heart. There know so many people out there wanted to see something, but they couldn't have a chance to. And so when I call for that walk, I just hope that for some people who we meet along the way, I have never expected this crowd. I have never expected so much love and so much support like this. And we are very pure about our walk. Just for one mission only, is to show support to our country and the world. That we are human. We deserve to have a better place to live. We deserve to have a peaceful life. While we deserve to have all those, yet we could not find the way out in this busy world. We are too busy for everything in life, and we forgotten ourselves for so long. We've forgotten ourselves, our inner child. We always taken care of this outer body, the physical body, but we've forgotten in our inner child for so long. We abandoned it. And that's what I mentioned earlier, that mentally suffering. This is much more important, much more than this physical body. Physical illness, this is a must that every being on this earth will have to go through it. No one can escape. Unless we have so much merit in supporting medical, in supporting all the people with all kind of sickness that we supported them. And so now we get that merit. We don't have to go through all kind of illness, sickness. Other than that, most of us, we suffer with this physical body. I myself have hepatitis. I myself have back pain for 17 years. Up until now, I still have back pain. So if you have back pain and ask our Venerable Monk to pray for you to overcome or to get rid of that back pain, then please don't, because we all have back pain. Okay? No one can escape. We just have to work around it. We just have to accept that fact and manage it. Our feelings, our thought. If we cannot manage it, we will be suffer. As long as we accept that fact that we have back pain, we have leg pain, but don't let our mind suffer. This body suffer, don't let our mind suffer because of all those. Because no one escaped that I mentioned, right? But the mind is more. This is something that the doctor cannot interfere. Our body, the doctor can take care of it by medicine, surgeries, all kind, right? But our mind, nobody can surgery it for us. Only ourselves. We are the one who can do the surgery for our mind, our soul. And we have so many wounds. So much wound. And yet we have never done any surgery for it. So it keeps spreading. Infected. Like our feet been infected many times. And that is why I choose to walk. Hopefully that to bring some medication to cure those wounds for our human beings. Not all human beings, because we don't have that ability to do, but at least the people who will meet along the way, like us right now tonight. Because we have the connection, that's why we are here for each other. Because we have so much suffering That's why we are here together for each other. And so those medicines are the mindfulness. I repeat again, mindfulness isn't for Buddhists. It's for all human beings on this earth. It's the nature. Hi Mayor, how are you, sir? We are very honored and grateful that you took your time to travel here to meet with us. Even though I know that you've been prepared a lot at the Athens to welcome us, but unfortunately we have to change our route, and we are very honored for you to come here tonight and join with us, sir.
The honor's mine.
I would like you to say something. Yes, please.
Oh.
I think he smells Eddie, my terrier. Good evening, everyone. It's a blessing to be here among all of you. I had the great privilege of walking in the wake, in the footsteps of these monks this afternoon for a few miles coming out of Monroe. And the most beautiful thing was that every step of the way, just like all of you gathered here, there were people who came out of their homes and their businesses, stopped what they were doing for a moment, just to look and to smile and to wave and to offer some acknowledgement. When I think about our collective need for peace here in Georgia and in the United States and around the world, I believe that peace starts just with acknowledgement of one another as fellow humans on this planet together. We all breathe the same air. We all swim in the same oceans. We all till the soil for our sustenance. And so I'm grateful for the opportunity for this fine set of monks who are marching from Texas to Washington, D.C., because I do believe that like stones in a stream, you're creating ripples that others will benefit from again and again and again. The blessings to all of you, and thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you so much for those words, sir. I don't know why he's been walking a lot, so when he sleeps and he hears something, he's always like that. Thank you so much for all those words. It's very meaningful for us and for everybody here. And let us continue with our topic.
I'm so sorry.
I think people name you a peace dog, Aloka.
Oh, he's just protecting him. Right?
Everywhere we go, hi Aloka, hi Aloka, hi Aloka. You spoil him. So now he don't listen
I'm
to
so
me.
sorry, everybody.
And when we do something like this, when we hand you the medicines of mindfulness, we should take it into action. We've been taught a lot for so many years. We also talk a lot. All of us talk a lot. But when the more we talk, the more defilements we are, the more suffering we are, because talk without action isn't doing anything for us. the more we talk, the more we cannot control our mind, our action, our verbal, right? So when we say something, we have to do it. If we say that thing, we have to be able to do that thing in order for to say it. If we just say it without doing anything, that isn't bring anything good to ourselves. So we've been doing that every day for many years. Our venerable monks here, we are not better than anybody. We just practice because we know that we are suffer too. Because we know that we have all kind of thoughts just same like everybody. But we have to take time because we realize that if we live with that, we will be suffer more and more and more. That's why we take time, utilize our time to practice, to purify it. To purify it. If we don't do that, then we could not help ourselves and help the others. And so those medicine, we've been taking it for many years by practicing to be mindful on every little thing, on everything that we talk, everything that we do. So when we talk, when we say something, it's always started with the mind first, right? If we're not mindful with it, we always say hurtful thing to hurt the others. And then when we hurt the others, we also suffer because we regret. I shouldn't say that to her or to him. Is that right? But you cannot fix it because it's already become a history. It's the past. No one can change the history. And so now we have to hold that regret within our heart for years. We suffer. We suffer. And so, what about our action? After we talk, if we cannot control our verbal, then we will come into action with hands and feet. We will hurt each other physically. And then we regret more. And then when we encounter like that, I'm so sorry.
That's okay.
He is very, very spoiled. He wants to stay here with us. He don't want to go inside. I'm pretty sure he will find a way to come out here again if we bring him inside. When we are pure with our mind, our speech, our action will also be wholesome. We won't hurt anybody. But if we are not purified, if we are not mindful, we will hurt the other, and the other will also hurt us back. Right? When we encounter that, there are three places to go when we into a fight. Because it's always started from the thought, and then the mouth, and then the hand, right? This body, this physical body. And when we encounter into that fight, what's going to happen? There are three places for us to go. The first place is hospital. The second place is jail. And the third place is funeral. That is when we rest in peace. But it's not in peace. It's because when we live, we are not at peace. So there is no way that we can rest in peace. So our message to bring and to share with everyone is just all about mindfulness. Mindfulness, we don't need to take any other object out there to practice because it's already with us. Every second moment, every second, every moment, which is our breath. Our breath is the object that we can utilize to practice. If we could just close our eyes, let us all close our eyes together. Before we close our eyes, let me point it so you can see first, okay? This area right here we call a nostril area, right? By the nose, inside the nose, and right here, upper lip. When we breathe in and breathe out, all we need to do is just pay attention to this area right here. Okay? Just relax and pay attention right here, aware of each breath going in and out. Aware of it. When we are aware of each breath going in and out naturally without forcing our breath to be longer or to shorter, just let it in and out naturally the way it is, like we're breathing right now. Acknowledge each breath in and out. That's all we need to do. Can we do that now? Let us bring it into action. No more talking, right? Let us bring it into action. Let us close our eyes, relax. Relax. And then we close our eyes, breathe in and breathe out. Sound is just a sound. We just acknowledge those sounds as sound, sound, sound. Come back with our breath. Pay attention to our breath. Just pay attention to our breath. Acknowledge those sound, sound, sound. Come back to the breathing. Let us open our eyes. Did you see your monkey mind jumping here and there? Yeah? I bet. For sure. I'm pretty sure that monkey mind is jumping rapidly within those few minutes. Friends, we all need peace. Right? Is that right? God, Jesus, always bring peace to the others. Thank you. Everybody in this world always bring peace to human beings and to all beings. There is no separation at all. I don't speak for anything, sir. Please, everybody here for peace. So let us breathe for peace. And I truly believe everybody here needs peace. And so let us continue without, I'm not saying anything here, okay? We are not here to convert anybody. We are not here to convert anybody. So we are here to show you the way, show you the key, show you the medicines to open that peace within us. It's already with us. All we need to do, just be mindful every second, every time, every day, we will have peace for ourselves. Peace is always begin from within. If we can pause, stop everything we do for a moment, look back within, you will see that peace is rising within you. Once peace begins, happiness will be with you. And we all just need our family to have peace. Because when we are at peace, our family also be happy and at peace as well. Right? We've been working, we've been doing all the things for all the people out there. But we barely have time to look back within our family. We barely look back within our family to know how suffer they are when they see us struggle. When they see us suffer, and when they see us coming home with frustration, with a frustrated face, they've been facing a lot of those, but we not acknowledge that. We didn't acknowledge those. Our parents also been suffered many times. We've been hurting them so many times. We've been hurting them so many times in many ways. Action, verbal, we walk out the door when our parents say something to us that is we don't want to hear. Right? So, we need to do something for our family first before we can change the world. Before we can change the world. The world will not be at peace if our family are not at peace. So we have to practice to bring peace within our family first. And then from there, we can spread peace out to each and every family within this country, within this universe. So that peace will flourish throughout the world. It will flourish throughout the world if all people can work together this way. We are Buddhist monks here. We are not the one who bring peace to this world. But we ask you all of us here, to work together and to walk with us, not to Washington, D.C., but to the end of this world so that peace can flourish throughout this universe. All of us will be the history maker for world peace, not the Buddhist monk. I promise you that. It's because of so many separation and division for so long that is mine, that is yours. We always separated, divided it for so long that we don't work together, we don't come together, and we don't love each other, we don't care for each other, we just care for our own. That is why this universe is reacting, because we've been throwing so much hateful into this universe. What happened when we throw in so much hatred into this universe? It will bounce back. And when it bounces back, it spread even faster and broader to everywhere in this earth. And all beings are suffering just because of all that hatred. And so now is the time, now is a call for all of us to join hands together, to work together, to love with each other, share love with each other, and care for each other, to throw loving kindness, compassion into the universe, so that peace will fall down and spread, and forests throughout the world. Can we do that? If all of us can do that, the world will be at peace for sure. Let's just change ourselves, change the way of living, so we can be at peace. Any question? That means you all, I've been asking, are you going to walk with us to Washington, D.C.? Everywhere I go, I ask that question. So are you going to walk with us to Washington, D.C. or no? Are you going to walk with us to the end of this world for peace or not? Thank you so much. We will do this together, okay? We will do this together. We are one family. We are family, okay? If we are not members, if we are not connected, there's no way that we can meet with each other here and now, right here at this location. Because we are strangers to each other. It doesn't matter what background we are, what skin colors we are, what faith we are, what language we speak. We still have this common thing and the same things, which is our blood color is red. Our tears taste, the taste of our tears is salty. No one's different. No one's different. And here we have so many different backgrounds. I believe that he is attorney, doctor, all. But we can be here together just to share some love and to share the fairness for this earth. This is wonderful. This is peace already bloomed. I truly believe that peace has been bloomed everywhere we go now. Don't you think so? Yes, sir. Sorry for that. We, lately a lot of people ask to join us to walk to Washington, D.C. physically. Okay? But unfortunately, we cannot accept after the accident. After the accident, it caused a lot of problem. And lately, you see a lot of police officer, law enforcement supported us. It's because of so many things happening. Because you are not with us, so that's why you didn't see all the problem. It's not an easy task. This journey is very, very difficult. We barely can protect ourselves. But we will never give up because this mission is not for us, but for all beings. So if there's anything that we not acknowledge everybody or something that is making someone not happy or not satisfied, we apologize. But from the bottom of our heart, this journey, we just want to share something with all the people within our nation and the world so that everybody be at peace and live the life with happiness. That's all our intention was. Thank you. Thank you. How many peace walk have we done? We here have him. Can you stand up there? Okay, let me introduce you. His name is Venerable Piya Dhammo. He wear this rope. This rope, similar to mine, but his rope is 16 years old. There's only one set of rope. He collected these fabric along the way in India, in Thailand, and at the cemetery in India, and everywhere at trash place. He collected those, and then he showed it by himself together like this. Is like many layers. As you can see, this one, many officer chief trying to pin these pins on my rope. It's very difficult for the needle to go through because it's many layers. He walk like this, live like this, stay like this. Even in the cold, he still stay outside. And he stay in Himalayan for 2 years. And he walked barefooted for 16 years like that too. And he's from Thailand. Okay. And so he walks a lot here. He walks a lot here. He and me will walk together in India 2002. And that is when we found Aloka. Where are you now? He's under the blanket. We found Aloka on day 6 of the journey of 112 days in India. And after that, I brought Aloka to the United States. He is now officially a U.S. citizen. And me, this is my second journey. The first one was in India. And here we have many monks, many venerable monks that have been walking in Thailand, Laos, India, many years. And now, at this time right now, we walk in here only 20 monks, right? But India, we have one whole team, about over 200 monks started to walk on December. They already, now we rest, they are walking now. The same team that I've been walking with in 2022. And so we walk almost everywhere. Some country we walk for a different purpose. But walk for peace, this is the first journey in the United States. And this is my second year walking barefooted. And I cannot compare with him. Because when my feet are bleeding everywhere and my skin is worn out, layer after layer. But he's still walking fine. Even though you see him wrapping his foot a lot. Because all those open wound is never cured because it's in contact with the rope every day. Right? And I also collected this fabric and sold it. And mine is lighter than his. You see, we carry 2 bags, right? One is a bowl that we eat with. We put food inside and eat. That is the way we live when we walk. Without those bowls, we cannot eat. So don't you try to steal those bowls from us, okay? And on my left side is another bag. That's water and things like that. And so much love from the people. They keep donating water. And so we cannot accept it all. Because we carry all those water on our back, we cannot walk. Okay, so if we are not accepting your offer while we walk, please don't be offended. Because your heart already offered it to us. That's much more important. To support us when we say that we already have enough water, it means that we receive your kind heart, we receive your love, and you support us to walk faster. Instead of carrying all the water in our back, we cannot walk that fast. We cannot get here on time. Today is early. Back then we walked 31 miles per day. When we get to the night rest, people been waited for 6 and 8 hours. Yes. Why some monk choose to walk barefoot? I don't know why. It's a little bit tougher way to practice. The more we in contact with the road, the more sensation we get, different kind of feelings. To be honest with you, we cannot have a good night of sleep because of all those sensations, all those feelings. Is very weird. I cannot explain that we could not sleep. But we willing to do that is to overcome our mind. We are fighting our mind. We are not fighting for any type of war, but we fighting with our mind. Our mind, that because we have all kind of expectation, we have all kind of desires. And so now when we walk like this, we understand that all those are just the things that we expected and desire. It will comes and goes, but it will never last. It only bring suffer to us. So when we walk like this, we understand that way. We practice that way to liberate all kind of desires. Yes, ma'am. Without suffering, there's nothing to practice. Because we see in suffering, that's why we wanted to enlighten, to get out suffering. Unfortunately, in this earth, suffering always exists. We don't want it to come to us. We don't want it, but then because of living in this life, the world always throwing lemons at us. And we didn't utilize that to make some lemonade, but instead we react. That's why we suffer. And because of suffer, that's why we are here tonight, right? Just to find some peaceful moment. This is all. So it's not necessary, but unfortunately, we have to go through it. Yes. How do we live after hurting someone? After it's not fully healed? Every time when we hurt someone, we will live with that regret. And that is why everywhere I go, I share the method of forgiveness meditation. But tonight, because of all of us standing here, I didn't want us to stand for so long. That's why I didn't show that method. The method of forgiveness meditation is to forgive the people who have hurt us, injured us, physically, mentally, and verbally. And we also hate a lot of people and hurt a lot of people too. So we need to forgive. We need to ask them to forgive us. And at the end, the last, which is the very important thing, we can forgive the other very easily, but we could not forgive ourselves. And that is why we need to forgive ourselves as well. And here's how we need to forgive ourselves. We are not perfect. No one in this world are perfect. We just have to give ourselves a chance to change, to practice to be a better person. Every morning when we wake up, the first thing we should do is to write down a statement called, say, today is going to be my peaceful day. Write it down on the piece of paper, even though we remember, already memorize it. Write it down and read it with our eyes over and over. And then read it out loud to tell the universe that today is going to be my peaceful day. No one can mess it up except us. Okay? If we react, it means we mess it up. And then at the night, during the day, we have to be mindful throughout the day to work on it. And then at the night, before we go to bed, we sit, relax, rewind the whole day as a movie. Rewind it. Ask ourselves, have I hurt anyone by verbal or physically today? If you did, then you need to ask for yourself a second chance to forgive yourself. And then you promise that you will do it better tomorrow. Tomorrow when we wake up, repeat that process. Today is going to be my peaceful day. And promise, make a vow to yourself that I will fix that mistake. I will never repeat it again. Sometime before my beginning time when I ordained, there are times that I punish myself by going down 108 times. Stand up like this and bow down in front of our Buddha 108 times. Every single time I promise, I made a vow to myself that I said, I will not repeat that same mistake again. I will change. I promised myself that. That's what I did. So we need to do something that for us to remember that it is hurtful, it is sharper. I will not repeat it. That's how we continue. But of course, mindfulness is the key to do that. Yes, ma'am. What compelled us to walk in the United States in the South? Why did we pick the South and why in the United States? Okay. Well, first of all, I am a U.S. citizen, right? I live in Fort Worth, Texas. We live in New York. We live in Salt Lake City, Utah. And so we live in the United States. And I've seen a lot of sufferings around me in Fort Worth, Texas, during the pandemic of COVID-19. Our foundation and our temple supported food to 750 families per week for 2 years straight. We purchased box trucks, we built a walk-in cooler, we built walk-in freezer and everything. And we call all the churches around us to come together with us to do that mission for 2 years straight. And we did. All the volunteers, pastor also came and supported us too for 2 years straight. Partner with Parent Food Bank. And we pay some, they pay some for us to do this for 2 years straight. And then we also went to Uganda to do that COVID-19 disaster relief too. And so by seeing so many suffering around us just in the United States itself is already enough for me to make the decision, right? And then so when I make the decision to walk and I go onto the Google and try to plot the map, and unfortunately Google only give me 10 locations only to plot in, right? And so I keep thinking, how can I do this? And luckily I Googled it, and then Google showed me the plot a route or something, plotaroute.com or something. And I go in there and pay for a membership to, to plot the whole route. And then after I plot the whole route, it's showing me that about 2,800 miles total for round trip. Initially, we was going to walk for round trip to Washington, D.C. and Washington, D.C. back to Oklahoma round to Fort Worth, circle like this. And I was happy, really, really happy and excited about it. And my member caught me. He said, Venerable Sir, how did you come up with 2,800 miles? It's supposed to be 4,000 miles something. I said, well, I didn't know. I put it in there and that's what it showed me. And so, of course, it showed the highway and stuff like that. So, and then I have to work over again, 1 month for me to work on that map. Okay? And then at the end, I decided to just walk one way. Only one way ticket. We walked to Washington, D.C. and we would ride home because in May, it's because of the schedule conflict. That's why we have to ride home. May of this year, we have an international event in Fort Worth, Texas, and I'm the one behind it too. So I have to come back to prepare for the May event, for 9 days event. The government of Sri Lanka also come. So that is why it's very important for us to get back, to prepare. And so there are people ask, will we do this again and again? I say, let us finish this journey first and live at this present moment. And when we plot, when we go to this route, the south, I didn't intentionally pick it. I just know that we have to walk to Austin capital first. And then when we go there, of course, we have to go this route. And then after that, I found out the history of this route. Then that is when it touched me so much, and I cried a lot when I walk. But here's the thing. I shared it. I said, all of our ancestors and all those great people already done the thing that I have done just to bring peace to the country, to the world. But of course, no one in this world can bring peace or change this world, right? To the whole world. I'm talking to the whole world. Of course, will be affected for a certain amount of people and portion of the country of the world, but not the whole world. No one can do that. And so they have done their part just for us to have this life right now for the future generation, which is we are future generation right now, and many more future generations. They will get the benefits of it. And of course, their goal, their vow is for us to live happily and peacefully, right? Then we need to carry on that vow of them to live peacefully, happily, so that they can be free, they can go to the next place where they can do that again and again. We shouldn't hold hatred to live. We shouldn't. And that is why I say, let all those hatred cease within loving kindness and compassion, so peace can bloom and flourish throughout our country and the world. That's what I stated at the Capitol. Yes, sir. If we stay at the temple, we meditate throughout the day. If this type of meditation, if you actually put your effort and time into meditation, when you gain that knowledge, that wisdom, you actually you don't want to stand up when you sit down for meditation. You can sit for hours. The maximum we can sit for one session is 3 days straight, without have to eat, without have to go to the bathroom. This body will do the job by itself. With the mind, they submerge, and they will do their own job. But it all depends on how much effort we put it in. Let's not talk about those. All we need right now is just to try to purify our mind. And whenever we have time, we can meditate. We can meditate while we work too. Every 1 hour of working, we just take out 1 minute, drop everything. Just take out 1 minute, close our eyes, relax this whole body, contemplate on our breathing. After 1 minute, come back to work. Right on that spot, on your table where you work. You don't need to go anywhere. Sit back, relax, close our eye, breathe in, breathe out for 1 minute, come back to work. Another hour pass by, take 1 minute. Another hour pass by, take 1 minute. At least our 8 hours of working, we have 8 minutes of mindfulness. And then in the morning, noontime, nighttime, whenever we have, we can sit down and meditate. But the most important thing is not about sitting, because we don't have much time to sit down to meditate. So we have to be mindful on every little thing we do. When we walk, if we mindful with walking, that is meditation. We walk 68 days with mindfulness, which is each and every step. We contemplate on our breathing. Just lately, that so much love showing up at the on the way, so we greet. But when we greet with each other, we also have to be mindful, so that we don't say the thing or we are not mindfulness when we out of our way. It's not like that. We have to be mindful. When we eat the same way, be mindful when we eat, be mindful when we drink, be mindful when we change our clothes, every little thing. Do not be multitask anymore. The more we multitask, the more we cannot concentrate. We have to be the role models for our future generation, our children. They really need it. People that meditate, do they meditate for different purposes? Yes. There are people meditating because they want to enlighten. There are people meditating to gain the supernatural power. There are people meditate just to overcome the difficulties. You can name it. But here's the thing. We can just meditate to purify our mind, to be mindful on every action we make, because we still live in this world. This is the must. It's really needed. We cannot, don't expect any outcome. Don't expect anything. Just be mindful, just practice, and then you will see the result by yourself. The more you practice, the more patient you are, the more calm you are, and you will not react so quickly just like a robot like that. It's because we've been reacting so quickly, that's why we suffer, and we cannot pull back when it's already out from our mouth or out our hand. We cannot pull back anymore. So now that many of us here has seen the monk walking, that you actually stop and pause everything, right? And now you took your time to come here and join with us here. This is, you already stopped everything already. And we've been having a great time together. That is peace, that is happiness. So all I ask is for us to pause for a moment, to stop the thing that we do, come back within to take care of our inner child. They have been crying and asking for help, but we ignore, abandon it. We've been doing that. So please come back within, give yourself some love. It needs it. Okay? Thank you. Last question. Okay. When I mentioned the monkey mind, but I think I haven't talked about it yet. The monkey mind is like this. One example that I want to introduce to you. The monkey when it enter into the cornfield, this right hand grab the coin and stick right here, because the monkey all want to get it, right? Greedy mind. That's why it wants to grab and stick here to keep. And this hand, when it take out to grab another coin, it drop this one, so it stick here. It keeps doing that for many, many hours, but he always drop it, right? When the monkey got out from the cornfield, the whole field was damaged, but only one or two coin on his hand, in his hand. We are the same. Our mind is full of thoughts. We chasing after it. And at the end, we hold regret, we hold suffer. Nothing else. All those thoughts is came because as human beings, we interact with each other. We live the way we are right now. Most of our dreams at night. When at daytime, we talk about it. About it. habit. Asian, we always shake our legs like this, like music. We shake our legs like this. So before I ordain, I have that habit, right? So after I ordain, one of my friends, he sit on another table and monk sit on this table and eat while I eat. And she asked me, Venerable monk, Venerable Panyakara, what are you doing? I said, no, I'm eating. I didn't do anything. And then later, he asked the same question again, what are you doing? And I started to question. And I look around and I start to scan my top of my head down to the bottom of the feet. And I see this. I see this. And I said, oh, okay, here we are. That's you. And then from there, I point at my feet, this? He said, yes. And then from there, I made a vow for myself. I said, from today, at the end of my life, I will never repeat this again. When I sit down, I put my hand on my knee. I grab it really hard. And I tell myself, my head, that don't do it. Don't do it. And then when I say that, it's moving. It's a habit, right? And I feel it because it goes up to my head with this. And I hold it. And I hold it for maybe a minute and start to do it again. I keep repeating it every single time. And then one day it's gone. Completely. I didn't even notice it. It's gone. All those we call bad habits. So our mind in the morning after a long night of rest, when we wake up, is still fresh and clear. If we don't give our mind a job to do, it will pick up all those tasks and chew it over and over again. You know, the cow, when they eat the grass, they always chew it over and over, even though they finish eating. They still vomit it up, vomit it, right? And then that if we're not mindful, our mind will pick up all those bad habits and all those things that is not happy in our life. The thing not happy can remember it longer than the things that is happy. And we will pick up all those and chew it over and over. Means that we will think of it and we will live with it, we will suffer with it. That is why I asked you, the first thing to do in the morning is not to grab for your lovers, which is your phone, in the morning. How do I know? Well, I've been done that. I don't know why. Okay? We talk with our lovers. We don't talk with our partner. When we wake up in the middle of night, we talk with our partner. And then in the morning, we talk with our lover and ask, did someone commented something on my status overnight? It's not good in there, but we did. Okay? So let us stop all that. Let us stop all that. Give us ourselves some peaceful moment. Okay? Liberate her or him. Okay? Lay down. The chest. Repeat it. So we memorize it, that we can tell ourselves that don't move like I did. Don't move. Nope, nope, nope. It means that is to remind us rapidly Every time when we are about to do something, say something, or think of something, that automatically reminds us, today is my peaceful day. Why would I do this? Why would I say this? You see, if we can do that, we will have peaceful day, peaceful life. Okay? Thank you so much for everything. All the love and hospitality of all of you here. And thank you all officers that have been supporting us throughout this journey. It's very helpful for us, and it helped us to get to the destination very quickly. And thank you, Mayor, that you spent time here with us tonight. And before we go home, I will have to tie you up with us first with a bracelet. Okay? With us. Okay? And our official will guide us how to do this together. So later when you go home, please be mindful when you drive. Thank you.
Good afternoon. I need everybody to take about 5 steps back. We're going to form a line. To my right and your left is the 2 donation tables. Everybody that's on my tape, please let the tape come back up. There are 2 deputies down here to my right and your left. We are going to let you in a slow trickle. You'll move down the line. You will exit at the patrol cars at the end. Thank you for your cooperation.
May all beings be happy. May peace and loving kindness spread through every heart. Blessings to all.